Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is time for your philo. So, now we're going to get into philo. I hope you guys are ready. Let me please give you my disclaimer here. If you are not interested in anything except live 24-hour stock market news and trades brought to you by Carl's Jr., you're not going to like this moment. So we like to talk about personal development. We give a little window here throughout the day, talk about personal development, how it relates to business, and ultimately how we can build wealth. That is the main reason why we're here. It's the main reason why we trade stocks, invest, all that good stuff. However, my best business advice for any of you is never be in a place you don't want to be. So that's why I'm giving you this disclaimer. If you're not interested in this stuff, please fall back right now. You can exit out, come back later. If you have to tell people, you're going to get banned because then at that point, you're just trying to be Michael Scott, getting people to leave with you. It's okay. Don't worry about it. If you don't like it, that's fine. I'm not trying to push anything on you, not trying to make you like something. I think you might get something out of it, but, the doors are closing here. If you don't want to be here and you're going to cry about it, you don't have to be here. You can not be there. So I'm excited. I'm really, really excited. So, ladies and gentlemen, for my people who are interested in it, I hope you're ready. It's going to be good. It's going to be interesting. Very, very haphazard. I have a lot of different things I want to talk about. A lot of things this weekend. A lot of good thinking. And we're going to talk about Lion King. So I hope some of you know about Lion King. Classic. Right? So here's the first thing. I like these. I like giving you what I've been giving you the last few days. Just a reminder. So if I could give you guys little reminders, I think they go a long way because lately, I don't know, you notice it. You guys get in your head, you're focused, and before you know it, you're driving in the car, you're doing something on the computer, you're talking to somebody, who knows? And then you kind of just fall back into a less conscious state, more or less. You kind of just go into human autopilot. I don't know. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Does that make sense? Like, you ever caught yourself and you just did a 2-3 hour period of just living and doing stuff, and you're like, wait, I wasn't really thinking in a weird way. You know what I'm talking about? It's like you were doing something, but then you zone. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? All right, good, awesome. You feel me? Yes. It's not, but I don't even say it's unproductive. I just think you're lacking consciousness in a weird way. It's not like you're conscious, but you're not aware. It's just awareness of your mind, your thoughts, all that. So I think that's interesting. That's why I think these reminders are good. And, I was kind of a few that kept happening to me, I think yesterday or 2 days ago. And it brought up a lot of different thoughts. And that's what I'm saying. We're gonna cover a few different things. But the reminder I got this weekend, the thing, I don't know, I got way too excited at random points, and then even kind of sad, even to the point of I was wow, kind of gonna cry sad, but then followed up by extreme happiness because of this point. I mean, I've said this to you guys, but the thing is, God is good. That's it. The reminder I wanted you guys to remember is just don't forget how you've made it through everything so far. Just don't ever forget that. Low key, just don't ever forget that. Okay? No matter what, at one point you thought something was worse. That was the worst thing that ever happened to you. But it wasn't. That's why it was very humbling. Remember I said that to you guys? I said some of you guys you're gonna do something in life. You guys watch what the long term does. Honestly, you're going to accomplish what you set out to accomplish. Amen. That's success. And you're going to get there, and what's going to happen? You're going to look back, and you're probably going to, I'm telling you, you're going to be like, wow, I can't believe, it will bring tears to your eye. Because then I'm just thinking about it. That's kind of what I don't know where it came from, but all in all, I was really, really excited. And it was just it was a good feeling, but it was just this, I wrote this down. I literally wrote it down. Because I was like, it's a very good reference point for a lot of things. Again, a lot of things in life. That's why, honestly, positivity is so dangerous for the good. That's why I think this is where I get religious. The devil he doesn't like positivity. And it makes sense for this. Is why I'm telling you to always never forget this, because you have history. It's like a stock. You have information now, and nothing is worse than proving the liar wrong. And then I'm going to talk about the devil though today. Okay, we're going to talk about the devil. I hope you're ready. Because it's an important concept, because then it's like, don't ever forget, because imagine like, honestly, imagine, I call it the devil, but like, imagine some of you guys, you thought some of you in your life, you thought you would never do this. You would never make money. You thought I would never be like this. I was never supposed to have this. This wasn't supposed to be. You could say you believed a lot of lies. If you think about it, lies about yourself, pretty much you believe the lies of negativity. That's why I call it the devil. You could call it positive, negative, call it what you want. But you believe the lies of negativity, self-doubt, all the stuff that you believed it. So that's why when you overcome something, it's the worst thing in the world for the devil, because now you have proven evidence that he was wrong. It's the worst thing in the world. That's why people stay in cycles and never get out of it. That's why do you think I'm so dumb? Like, literally, why do I believe what I believe? Because I don't care what you tell me. I have my history of what they said I couldn't do. I believe this. I wasn't supposed to be this. I wasn't supposed to have this. It shouldn't have been like this. They said it was going to be like that. No. So I don't care what anybody else tells me, because I could go and I'd say, look at that. I said, devil, you told me this. God said that. Who am I going to believe? Like, think about it. That's why I'm just saying, don't forget. That's why I'm telling you, don't forget all the good stuff and all of the situations you've been at, because if you forget that history, some of those lies may start seeming more appealing. You realize that, right? That's it. That's the biggest thing you got to really think about. Is like, if you're not reminded about it, you're not focusing on it, you're like, oh, well, maybe it is like this. Maybe it's that, I don't know if it's this. It's crazy, but you got to remind yourself. So that's my reminder. Just don't forget. All right? It's very, very simple. You've made it through everything so far. That's it. So just that's a good sign. Just don't forget that history, okay? And this is now the main thing we're going to talk about. I heard a little bit from TD Jakes, but this is more all of my original, because I watched. He said something. It wasn't his main point lately. That's what I've been listening to some pastors, and they'll say one thing, they ignore it, and then move on. But then it just been sticking with me, very, very heavy. And it was just this concept that God is always true. But I'm going to give you something better. Don't worry. I know some of you are like, well, no. But he stays the same. That's why I say you have the history of what's happened. You could look back and forth and say, well, what happened here? What was the promise? What was the lie? What happened? What didn't happen? And God is pretty reliable, I would say. Honestly, that this is what we're going to talk about, a virus. Think about a virus. You guys... Impossible not to at this point. Oh, hold on. Think about the virus. That's my meal prep. Okay, my bad. So think about the virus. Pretty much what viruses do, sickness, and even like cancer, they send the wrong message. Literally. They literally just are they're saying, produce this cell, don't produce this, you feel like this, or again, it's pretty much the cells and what's going on. Different things are the wrong message is being sent. They're liars, 100%. Think about a computer. Your computer gets a virus. What happens? It's the wrong message. A piece of code comes in, malicious, and what does it do? It sends the wrong message to the system. So when you click, it's not clicking there. Now it's opening up this. That's why you keep seeing those pop-ups, whatever it may be. So you guys understand this concept, right? I mean, I think very, very relatable given the pandemic. Sounds familiar. So this is where it gets good. I liked it. Because then I watched, actually here, can I bounce? Let me bounce. So keep that thought in your mind. Let me bounce somewhere else now. Before I get into Lion King. And there was another weird feeling I was thinking about. I was sitting in the car. I don't know why this stuck with me. I forgot what it was. I forgot what led to it. I was thinking about it. I think I saw it on the street, or like there was a car made a move and like they got corrected. And then I started thinking about like humans and correction. And like pretty much, why is the feeling of being corrected the shittiest feeling in the world? Like, why do we have to deal with it is what I was thinking. Because, again, and if you're wise, you appreciate it. You like being corrected. You like to move. But just think about it. You ever had a coach yell at you? You ever had a teacher kind of yell at you? Or even the best, your parents, right? That's it. You did something. Your parents are like, no, you got to do this. But no matter what we say, whether we like correction or not, there's always that feeling. And it's not a good feeling no matter who it is, I would say. To some degree. Nobody takes it and is just like, oh, okay, correction. Think about that. It's pretty crazy. I was like, why do we have to, like, think about humans? We live this life. Like, why? I was like, why, God? Why'd you make it like that? You know, I was like, okay, he could come in. Like, even then, think about it. You guys do something, even come into God. Some of you live lives. That's why some people are like, I can't go to God. I've done this and done that. It's hard. People don't want to get better because of the shame of correction sometimes, or even coming into it. And I thought that was interesting because I was like, I can't shake that. I was like, huh. And I didn't know. I thought that. So now, let's go. Let's go back to the main point now. We're going to talk about Lion King. So, you guys have seen Lion King, right? Has anybody not seen Lion King? Never saw it. Oh, you should see it. It's a good one. So, we're going to talk about it. You guys should probably watch it. I watched the new one. I never watched the new one until this weekend. It was dope. And I just realized something. And this is what I'm going to tell you guys. Okay? This is what I'm going to tell you this right off the bat. A lot of you guys have a lot of scars in your life. Say it again. A lot of you guys have a lot of scars in your life. So, I don't know. Scar is the uncle, the ammu. And I'm not talking like physical scars. He's the uncle in there. The character, Scar. And that motherfucker, oof, that's 20. Bro, he was pissing me off. You know, getting to watch it from the new, like, remade thing, he was pissing me off, bro. I'm telling you, I was getting real mad at some of his snake. Yeah, bro, are you kidding me? Bro, that's why I got really too into it. Because that's why I was like, man. And I was like, so I took it very personal. Because I was like, man, I know there's a lot of scars out there. And I think some of you guys are dealing with these scars, with these people out there. people forces, honestly, it's the damn devil. That's what I call it. But man, I was like, Scar. Holy crap. So pretty much, do you know what happened to Scar? What the whole thing was, Simba was the little baby cub doing his thing, you know, just being all Simba and shit. And then eventually he keeps wandering. He almost gets clapped. And then his uncle wants to be king. So he's like, let's make a plot to kill my brother who's king. So then his son, Simba, doesn't have to be the king. I can't believe I'm having to even give you guys a synopsis of damn Lion King. So, yeah, Scar was very entitled. But essentially, Scar sets up his brother, Mustafa, I don't know. But he leads pretty much. Mustafa gets killed, starts a stampede, trying to save Simba, and pretty much Scar is the one who killed the dad. He's the one who killed. I know, it's such a sad story, bro. This shit pissed me off. Honestly, I hated it. Sad. So then, what do you think he says to him, though? It was so brutal, I know, but like, think about the whole concept. My man's really just killed him, went up to Simba, and said, look at what you caused. Look at what you started. He said, you should be ashamed. He said, listen, if you just, all I know is that if you didn't do that, he would still be here. Oh, isn't that crazy? I think it is. There's people out there who will literally throw your shit off of a cliff. And then they will look at you and be like, look what you did. I can't believe, how are you going to deal with that? Did you really? Wow. It was evil. Yeah, evil. 100%. That's why I was getting pissed. And I was like, okay. But think about it. It's not just that. Think about the concept. Do you know what he tells him to do? What does he tell him to do in that scene? He finds out he's there. He's like, I can't believe you did this. He's putting all the blame on him. He tells him to do something. Yeah. He says, run away. Ooh, that gave me goosebumps. He said, run and hide. Don't come back. Run. He said, I would never deal with that. How could you ever? He said, run. Run. Never come back. Interesting. So he tells him to run. They try to kill him. Even then. And he finally makes it out. He does his own thing. But then this whole damn life of Simba, he's this big-ass lion. He could do all of this. And then finally Nala, to always the girls, Nala slid in his DMs. And then she's like, what's up, Simba? Oh, shit, we got to go home. I can't believe you alive. He's like, nah, man. Like, I'm going to kick it with Pumbaa. They got good weed over here. It's dope. Like... He's like, nah. She's like, what do you mean? He's like, Hakuna Matata. Yeah. She's like, damn, they really got you, Simba. They really got you, Simba. Damn. They like, Mom, I went to get Simba, and he kept saying Hakuna Matata, and this, I don't even know. Yeah, that's crazy. He hanging out with, one of them was fat, and one of them was really, really skinny. That's his two friends. They definitely potheads. One of them super, he ain't eat, and then the other one, he ate too much. It's like, damn, that's crazy. But, nah. So, he hides. He hides, he does his thing, makes his own life, and then is just even ashamed to come back. But then eventually, he comes back. He goes after Scar. You guys have seen it. And then what does he say at the end? He even brings it up. He says, tell them what you did in front of everybody. Tell them that you killed Tell him that you killed your dad. And are you guys ready even for the final scene? I love it. What did Simba think, bro? Literally. For most of the time, even when Scar kept reminding him, even after Simba comes back, what happened? He still believed he did it. He still thought it was his fault. He still thought he wasn't worthy. He still believed that wrong message sent whenever. Again, think about the scars in your life, even up until the final moment even. Then he finally admits it. He found then once, and that's what it bring out a new Simba. You realize that, right? Simba was about to die. He was about to die still believing that it was his fault with the wrong message. Then the minute the new information hit him, oh, yeah, he bit Scar in the face. He said, give me your mane. That's it. Changed everything switched after that. So, I don't know, man. It's a Disney story. It's Lion King. But all I could think of Scar on every level. And then what happened with Scar, too? You could even see it with Scar. Scar was like, no, I was just scamming. He was like, I was scamming the hyenas. Even they turned on him. That's because the devil's a liar. He was even sending the wrong message. That's the concept I was telling you guys. Where once you prove the devil wrong in your life, it's bad for him. Because what happened? As the first one starts to crumble with Simba, that starts to get clapped. But then he was like, no, Simba's like, I was using the hyenas. I was going to kill them all. And then what happened? The hyenas heard him. They're like, what do you mean, Scar? You said this. You're right. Oh, shit. That's why the devil. Oh. It's kind of interesting, honestly. You know, have you guys ever heard the phrase, resist the devil and he will flee? Have you guys ever heard that? That sound familiar? It's kind of like that concept. You know, sometimes you ever think about it, honestly, and I'll tell you now, rebuke all the, we need to talk a little bit more about Scar in the scars in life, but you get that kind of positive motivation in your head. All right. Now you kind of feel, you hear something good. You're like, yeah, or maybe you just believe in yourself for that second, that minute, whatever. You're like, sometimes we've talked about that, but then you start believing in it. And you're like, yeah, I'm going to do good. I'm going to be able to do this. I'm going to be able to do this. Yeah. All that. You feel good in your head. You forget about some of the problems. You get excited. Guess what? That is positivity. Where did those negative thoughts go? Isn't that funny? Sometimes you have all this stuff happening in life, but sometimes it takes a little bit of motivation. That's why people don't like it. I'm like, no, why? It's all in your mind. Everything starts in your mind, in your head, because then guess what? You forgot about everything. All those, it's positivity. That's because the devil is fleeing. That's what gets me. Notice how easy it is. That's it. It doesn't mean that he won't come back. The thought will come back, but notice how easy it runs away. That's why controlling your mind is so important. Thinking positive thoughts, everything we talk about positivity, because you've seen it naturally when you don't try to. Positive thought comes in your head, devil flees. The negativity's gone until it arrives again when you lose that thought. Whew. Y'all don't feel me. It's okay. But that's the idea. All of this, man. Be positive and be positive with the right message. Like the right thing. Because some people, I think we've all been exposed to a lot of scars in our life, whether it's individuals or society. And I don't know why. This stuck with me all weekend. Again, that whole feeling is like, why when we get corrected, this happened? Because think of it, that's what happened to Simba. Simba felt like that his whole life. He ran away. He did all of this. It's crazy. Even up until the point he even came back. That's why I say some people get ashamed. That's why I'm like, what are you ashamed about for some of you in here? Honestly, realistically. It's probably what somebody told you. It's probably what Scar told you. What makes you feel how you do? You know, people ask me my beliefs, what I believe in, this and that. It's what I've came to determine in my heart, not what Scar's going to tell me. It's a crazy concept to think about. Because I hope you guys know this. It will happen. It's going to happen like that. Where the world and people and everything, they will literally kill your dad and look at you and say, look what you did. People will send you the wrong message. And that's what the virus is. That's what, if you could say the same thing with the media, down to the core logic of epidemiology and how it works. Viruses send the wrong messages. So the question I'm asking for you guys, or I'm reminding you, to just be mindful. Don't forget the good things. Don't forget what's happened, and don't forget the times Scar has been proven wrong. That's the main part of it. But the real question is just think. Like, what messages are you believing? Like, the devil is a lie, my friend. But that's the same thing I'm asking you, because then what does it lead to? It's not only like, okay, this, because I guess it'll lead you to be ashamed or not ashamed. It'll make you feel like you're lazy or strong or weak, whatever you want to call it. That's it. What if your parents are Scars? Again, once you know, that's all you need. I don't know who it is. But you have to be able to know, or you have to be conscious enough to know the answer, to know the truth of it, the real answer. That's why, it's hard. That's why I believe in what I believe. I have a book. I have a framework. I have something to fall back on. I don't know how to answer that without that. But at the same time, I do know what you know versus what you feel is key. And if you know something, you know. And that's the question, is how many of you really know what you know? And why I'm asking you that, not to say, are you really think you're smart? You really think this? No. I'm asking, do you really know what you know? Because are the false truths are they like, what do you believe about yourself? What do you believe that could be accomplished? And what happened? Think about that. Just where's the truth of it? Where's the Nala in your life? The Nala tell you you're a damn king. Or you're going to believe the people who would attack you and the people who have taken things from you, the people who have hurt you, the people who benefit off of you not being where you're at, where you're supposed to be. And that's the final point. Where you're supposed to be. In the beginning of the movie, you know where Simba was supposed to be. Honestly, I said this to you guys before. Some of you, that's why stay at your job, bro. Don't get so mad at your boss. Put a smile on your face and keep working hard. Some of you don't realize that. You don't see people, they don't know where you belong. Why do you think they have to send you a false message? You understand me? They know. That's why some people get intimidated by that. Some people don't like it when you do this, when you do that. They don't want you to get that. It's intimidating. Again, the whole point of this movie, you knew it's Lion King. Are you kidding me? We knew where Simba was going. In the beginning of the movie, there was no question about it. So it's the same thing. Some of you guys, I believe in God. I know what my promise is. I know where my destiny is. I think you have the same thing. It's on you to tap into it. But at the end of the day, you all have plans and you have stuff set out for you. And sometimes people will lie to you and send you the wrong message because they want what is destined for you. And it's okay. We don't need to bring them into this and do all that. But the point is for you to understand what is yours, who you are, and clearly what you're not. But just let me ask you this. Your biggest self-limiting belief, I want you to ask yourself if it came from a scar or not. Is it true or not? Like, actually, is it true or not? For real. Or are you the type to look at, you will watch what Scar did, watch him, forget about it, and think it's all because of you? Huh. Interesting. So that's your challenge. That's what I'm going to give you guys. I want you to just be mindful and just don't forget about all the good, because it's a reference point. It felt a lot when you got over something, it felt a lot better in that moment. But don't underestimate how it's going to help you on the back end to really give you those reminders. Like some of you guys, you're like, I need some honestly, some of you done so much. You were going through a lot. Have you ever like, I need something? Some people want more and more. No, go back. You have a really good strategic and relatable and real example of what's happened. You know? That's it. So you already have an example. Go back for there and you'll see it. Your life has already taught you something. You've already got there. You've already got through it. Don't, just because you're in a different situation now, don't forget that. And don't let a lack of consciousness allow false messages to come in. That's it. And really analyze your messages. Put them through the fire. Is it truth or not? Does it have validity or no? It's simple as that. But again, the virus, the scar, everything, it's all about sending the wrong message. The wrong message can change a lot. Go send something to send the wrong message to somebody. So, be wise, be smart, but I hope that helps. That is your philosophy, ladies and gentlemen. So, make sure you guys are subscribed. We're live Monday through Friday, 30 minutes before open. Drop your thumbs up on the video. You're on mobile, press high, chat, X out the chat, hit the thumbs up button. Second link for the Nightly Watchlist and main channel. First link for the Scream Alerts Bootcamp and Real Estate course. Follow me on Instagram at the Trading Fraternity.